All right, we are back with another Cold Steel. I have always loved Cold Steel knives. I've loved their catalog. Lynn Thompson, he's a little goofy with his videos and his, stabbing the knife into the fixture and putting 600 pounds of weight on it to make sure the lock doesn't fail. And all of this stuff is a little bit much. Okay, but they make some cool knives. Some of the knives, not so cool, kind of way out there in my opinion. But in general, cool company that I have been a fan of for many, many years. Like 20 years. I got the catalog way back in the 20 years ago or more. So today we've got the Frenzy, which when I first did the unboxing, I was like, oh boy, this might be a little much. However, it's actually pretty cool. It's a triad lock, and it is designed by Andrew Demko, and it's a big boy. I had the Sharpie there just to kind of give you, it like barely fits in the whole screen. And we'll talk about the specs in a second. It was designed by Andrew Demko for Cold Steel. This is the Frenzy 2. I don't really know the differences between the Frenzy and the Frenzy 2, and I think there might be a Frenzy 3, but yeah, whatever. We're talking about the 2. It's designed after a Japanese kabutawari. I don't know what that is. Some sort of a sword or something. With a thick spine and a slender edge and a very piercing point. I can tell you, it's not super thick edge. A super thick spine, but it is a pointy blade and it is super sharp for sure. Okay. It is got some smudge on the blade because I used it. This belongs to Nick down in New Zealand. He told me I had to use it or he wouldn't want me to send it back. And so I broke down some cardboard with it today before filming. It is pretty thick behind the edge at 0.038. So this is not going to be your slicer and dicer for tomatoes and cheese. But if you need to get some work done, this will do it. Multi-layer 3D milled G10 scales, which I think I love. I love the black and the blue look. It's I was wearing the Planet Ocean ceramic GMT today. So it's a perfect pairing. Love it. Love the black and the blue. This does carry in the pocket pretty well. About that much sticks out, which is okay. But it is super slender in the pocket. It really does, for a big knife, disappear in your pocket. Now, some specs on this thing. It's 6 7/8. It's almost 7 inches closed. Holy geez. It is 12 5/16 overall with a 5.5 inch blade and a 5.29 inch cutting edge. We talked about behind the edge already. It weighs in at 5.6 ounces. Triad lock. Supposedly the strongest lock in the world. I'm not here to debate that. Runs at $239 on the Cold Steel website. Don't buy things from the Cold Steel website. Go to Amazon because it's $117 right now today. I just checked before filming. And it's S35VN. If you're into big, sort of goofy, crazy comfortable pocket knives with a sheep's foot blade, they call it, this could be the one for you. I'll put an Amazon link down below just in case. Now, it's not a completely flat blade. There is a curve to it. I don't know if I can show it with the box here, but there is a curve to the blade. Let's see if I can get it where it's not all mirrored. There you go. You can kind of see there is a little bit of an opening there, but it is mostly flat. This thing does cut through cardboard really well. Be a good box opener. If you got short arms, it'd be good to kind of poke over there and pick up your apple and then, feed yourself with. All right, I'm kidding. But I don't know. For $140, $17 on Amazon. Is it really that bad? Runs on washers. Nothing super fancy, but it is a really good action. Nice and smooth. Can flip open with no problem, usually without any wrist. Okay, give it just a hair bit of wrist, and you are good all day long. All right, let's get a couple of size comparisons. What do I got here? Got the Hellraiser. Got the Spyderco Delica. Let me grab from my drawer something that maybe comes not even close, but sort of in the same realm. The Vandermeulen Double Homicide. At least that kind of gives it a run for its money. My 6-inch Instigator and my Homosaurus, which definitely are bigger than this, are out at a friend's because, again, I loan knives out. I don't only borrow them. You know what I mean? So this is such a cool knife. It's cartoonish. It's kind of cartoonish, and I love it just for that reason. Although I don't really carry it often because I don't think the flipper tab is not super comfortable to me, but it is a super cool knife with a legit Hamon on it. Solid blade lockup. This isn't going anywhere. Crazy sharp out of the box, and I love the G10. So if you are in the mood for a sort of goofy, sort of useful, very cool folding pocket sword, check out the Frenzy 2. And check out my Cold Steel playlist in the corner because I've done several Cold Steels over the course of my channel. And yeah, go check them out.